Just cannot have anything nice. Did you guys know this car is kind of crappy? You guys have heard of bodywork. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. I am shocked and appalled. Look, it's a metaphor. You ever put your hand in one of these? Don't worry about it. That's bad. No one called the fire department. Everything's fine. What do you think about all this, Prudence? You always say that. Good stuff. Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Oh, you know, about as one would expect.
See, that trunk hood is keeping a lot of water out.
Well, not really. Today on Dad Dodge Garage, it's time to finally work on the Barracuda project again. Look at all this beautiful stuff. Okay, the hood isn't beautiful, but it's only got one bullet hole in it. Come on. I just want to move it inside. Is that so much to ask? Well, it kind of is, because someone made a minor technical error mounting the AGI. Fixed forever? Maybe. Well, I think I ruined the module. So that's the good news. Just cannot have anything nice. It's like an air compressor, but much larger. Sure is. Did you just fall?
Nope.
Crab boats. Many crab boats. As you've probably noticed by now, I'm super good at stuff. Oh no! Guess I gotta hang that on the wall now. Anyway, it's been like weeks since I broke this. I'm probably gonna replace the module. Maybe. When you're mounting one of these HEI modules on your fender well or whatever, you gotta cut those two little tits off of there. You also want to apply some magic paste to this surface. Here's a hot tip I just figured out. Use this lip on the inner fender as a saw. Yeah, like that. Flawless. I guess the smart thing to do would be transfer the wires first. Yes. Hey, how much water should be in these connections? Very good idea to get that hood on. I would throw this thing across the yard, but I think it technically has a warranty. Yeah. I want my 14 bucks, Al. I even got fancy and scraped some of this metal down with a screwdriver bit or something, so it may ground. Nice. Let's see what that does. There's just nothing like a nice quiet exhaust, you know? Man, I could swear these brakes worked better, but well, they don't. Step one to making the front end happen is take the fenders back off. Unfortunately, some nut job got excited and plugged the headlights in. You'll notice I'm not really working in the shop because someone put a big yellow Ford in the way. And I'd move the Charger and put it back over there, but someone put a bunch of Ford parts in the way, so that's a problem. You probably heard of Lambo doors, but what do you know about Lambo fenders? Did you guys know this car is kind of crappy? I mean, it could be worse, I'm just saying. You guys probably know by now I can't have nice things, but that's probably okay. This isn't a very nice car. This hood actually came from the same place, and it's covered in the same horrible, I want to say lichen that the car was. Here's the hood hinge I get. Yeah, it's bent to crap. Good. Oh yeah, and it's still on here because that bolt won't come out. And if it does, the hood bolt plate's gonna be lost to time. This is why we can't have nice things. Barry? Now you may not know this, but I'm actually an expert body man. Well, I'm missing hinge hardware. And I kind of ruined the hood, so I'm gonna have to repair that. But a man can dream. I set it in place anyway. In case you were wondering, this hood is absolutely in perfect shape. You know, I don't even know how long it's been since I started this video. Long enough that I've bought like 3 other vehicles and finished 7 more. Videos, not vehicles, that's crazy. This definitely seems fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Everything here seems A-okay. Hey, it's installed. It's even latched. This side over here is super good. A-okay. This side over here, despite my best efforts, is totally ruined, and this is bent to crap. And I had to unhook the spring so it wouldn't pop out. Also, I couldn't find the right clips to attach it, so I don't know. I just boogered something together for now. Gonna have to change this and then repair the hood, which is messed up too. Strangely enough, it does stay up fine with just one spring. That's crooked, but it could be worse. You guys have heard of body work. Yep, that's bad. Would you believe me if I told you that fender is attached to the car with bolts? I know, shocking. Of course it looks like crap because it got kind of caved in there, but the door doesn't rub on it, and that's all that really matters to me. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I just remembered I'm probably gonna have to trim the fenders for tire clearance. Now this side's gonna take a little more science because as you can see, it sags really badly. So before I put the fender on, I'm gonna knock the dent out of that, adjust the latch, adjust the hinges, get the driver's door okay, and then attach the fender over it. Did I mention that some wannabe gangster tagged the Barracuda because it looked abandoned? Yeah. Now don't try this at home. You've been warned. But apparently the right way to fix that on paint you literally don't care about is some brake clean and a paper towel. Look, it even made it shiny. Great. Now I have to do that to the whole car. You guys know by now that I'm an expert body man, so you'll believe me when I tell you I completely restored the trunk latch with a sledgehammer, a screwdriver, and a pry bar. Oh yeah. Very nice. Oh, that can't be good. For my next trick, since it did so well in the trunk, I'm gonna restore the driver's door. Then I'm gonna make it work kinda okay. And then I can put the fender on and move on to the nose. If you've never removed a door panel from a Mopar like this, it's pretty simple. There's one Allen head bolt thing in the window crank, 2 Phillips screws here, and in this 67, a Phillips screw that way for the handle. They're often loose, like this one is, so that'll be easy to deal with. In later years, it is a hex head bolt. I think it's 7/16, but it could be 1/2 inch. In case you were wondering what size hex key it is, it's whichever one you're missing. 5/32 in this case, which I did go find in a random drawer somewhere. Nice. Oh, don't lose the little plastic washer gaskety thingy. It's nice to have that. These screws are pretty easy to get out. It can be annoying to get back in. Oh. They're usually easy to get out. They're also special amongst classic Chrysler fasteners because they're basically just a humongous Phillips head wood screw. I'm not a big fan of this custom recovered armrest. Maybe I should steal the passenger side one. Yeah, anyway. Man, it's really organized my tools. Now, as far as the panel itself, it's bordered by metal push clips that should just come out. Of course, when you try to do that, the board back here is probably just going to disintegrate. I'm going to try something today I've literally never done, using the proper tool. See if I can actually find where they're at. Yeah. Something like that. If your panels are in nice shape, you can just go along and they'll pop out, but well, mine isn't really, so yeah. Come on. Wow. It's even still got plastic behind it. Oh, great. The proper tool will scratch the crap out of your door. That's just part of it, you know? Time today. You know? Notice there's a chrome strip here. The panel just kind of slides into that. It's stuck to the plastic. Why is it? Plastic's supposed to be stuck to the door. Thank you. Well, okay. I guess we'll just do that. The vapor barrier was actually loose and stuck to the panel. Oh, yeah, it was wet here and kind of disintegrated a little, but that's fine. Could you come out, please? Oh my God. Thank you. If you don't have plastic sheeting in your doors, you want that. Your panels aren't long for this world if it's missing and you live somewhere where it rains. Just stay there, okay? Come on. Okay. Sure. But can I fully restore this door with my size 10 boot? Oh, let's see. I think it's a yes. Oh yeah. Look at that. Absolute perfection. Ah, sure, there's still a scrape in it, but who cares about that? Man, look at that. It's pretty much restored to factory specs at this point. Other than the extra body filler, but that's fine. Now I'd like to address this because, truth be told, this door is almost unusable how it is. Now I'm no expert here, but this could be related. Just saying. Now I think you can actually get a repair panel that just kind of goes over this. I'm gonna solve this problem a different way. You know, the welder is my favorite problem-solving device in the shop. If the welder can't do it, well, it can't be done. on fire yet. Except where it's supposed to be. Ew. Only the finest, you know. Did I ever tell you about that time I got weld splatter in my ear? I don't recommend that. Well, it looks like crap. Might well work though. Alright, well, better quit while I'm ahead. Solid as crap. I need that little finger sander thingy. My brother's got one of those. I have to go steal it. Well, let's check my work. Much, much better. But it is still dragging. Yeah, I need the door to come up. Okay, well that's fine. We'll do that now. 3 bolts secure each door hinge to the body of the car. Rather annoyingly, 2 each come from inside. To get to those, I have to take the kick panel out. Take the kick panel out, kind of have to take the sill panel out. Yeah, it's this whole thing. You can't actually just loosen it. Oh yeah, there should be a Phillips screw in this too, but yeah, it's probably been gone for decades. You know, that's probably going to be out for a while, so just gonna put the screws back where they came from. The fact that the insulation on the back of it is wet isn't exactly, what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraging. That's it. Okay. 2 of them are directly behind the kick panel, right there. And the other 2 are, oh God, up behind all of this. Okay. Also, that factory sound deadening. I plan to replace all of that eventually. Nice. Now, if you need to adjust your door, you do really need to have the fender off. You'll see why in a minute. The upper ones are kind of tricky. Remember that thing I said about needing to clean up my tools? Really? Come on. Oh, I can see one of them now. Oh, expired bee's nest in the vent box. More than once in history, I've left these bolts loose. Allegedly. I've just been reminded the brake light switch is unplugged. There's a reason for that. Oh, good. Ratchet battery's dead. Alright. We did it. Yay. Oh, it's as fun as it looks. You can see the other 2 bolts here. Upper and lower. And as you can see, this would be quite difficult to do with the fender in place. Although not impossible. Well, still sags. Ideally, they get loose enough to move, but tight enough that they'll hold whatever setting you put into them. Don't think it's moving. It doesn't seem like it. There we go. That's more like it. Snug them down again. Still a no. If it really wants to be stubborn, well, I'll go get a jack. Oh, that might be too high now. Oh, just with a hammer. It's lining up right, it's just not doing the thing. Oh, I know what it is. Oh. the way back. Door gap's pretty messed up though. Hey, it works really nice though. I could be crazy, but I honestly don't think it looks any better. However, it works perfect, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Before I can put this fender back on in good conscience, I really have to try and fix this. They must have had a collision problem and they pulled this over just so they could get the door to open, but it looks like absolute garbage. So, you know, a pair of ice grips and a sledgehammer, I'm sure I can improve it a little bit. Don't mind the rust here. That's totally fine. Looks like total crap, but that's to be expected. Definitely better than it was. You just have to love that old Bondo under rusty paint under new Bondo. It's good stuff. Well, sure a lot better. Nowhere near as screwed up as it was. I think it's just good enough. Now there is a stud back here on the fenders. Ask me how I learned about that. The hard way, as with everything else. Yeah, I guess I could just keep bending. Or, you know, I could give up. I could move the door in a little bit there, move the fender forward, space it at the bottom like I did the other side, and then we might be somebody. As with most things in life, I just chose the path of least resistance and I was rewarded. The door does open. It needs quite a bit of spacer down there though. But you know what? It looks awesome. I should probably clean that hood. The door not being dented in, it's just huge. So much better. I guess my random stab at fender settings was right because the nose piece fits. And this just keeps getting better. I have to put the valence in. I beat it straight already. Well, straight-ish. Same with the nose cone, but it seems to be pretty good. Oh yeah, the hood latched perfectly when I started on the fenders, and now it doesn't, and it's nowhere near to the bumpers either, so I don't know how to explain that. That's a future Jamie problem. It's Valentine's Day, so well, as much as I love this thing, I should probably go spend some time with Mrs. Jamie. Really need to get the other slot mag on here too. Ideally without ruining another hub, because, well, they're kind of in short supply. Again, future Jamie problem. Well, today is a new day and I need to get this piece of crap out of the way. So I decided to replace the terminals so it might actually run. That's a nice thought. I think I'll put the battery hold down back in too. I have not added antifreeze to this car since I put it together, and I figured at some point it would, you know, stop leaking. Not yet. Oh yeah, the level of safety is pretty much off the chart now. And now the nose cone's actually attached with bolts and the hood kind of latches again. All right. Okay, I probably could have washed the hood before putting the inserts in, but where's the fun in that? Look at this. All right, it looks beat to hell and it's missing a eyebrow, but it's pretty good. It's a whole entire car. I still haven't fixed the whole lug stud thing over here, but unfortunately, I'm not going to have time for that today. I kind of have to do a head gasket on a Cummins. Yay! It's almost better news here, though. The key does stuff on the first try. And it's still charging, by the way, which I almost can't believe. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. One of the things that made me fall in love with fastback Barracudas was a picture of one just like this. It was brown and had no front bumper. I saw that online like, I don't know, 15 years ago. lowered the torsion bars about 4 turns. That improved things for sure. I think it's sitting pretty level now, so that's probably where it needs to be. And the front tire hasn't rubbed yet, so that's good. As you can see, this driver's side quarter panel is still kind of bashed around the light, so that's far from perfect, but it's definitely improved. The trunk latches. Did the rust get worse? I don't know what happened to the radiator, but it has checked out, so that might be a problem. My mock-up cardboard and pipe center console's still in there. That's funny. The best part of this whole thing might be that the door works now and it's perfect. Oh yeah, I deleted that homemade cover on the armrest pad. I meant to lubricate the window tracks while I was in there and I forgot. Oh well. Oh yeah, I only realized today that the vacuum gauge doesn't do anything despite being connected. That's unfortunate, but I'm probably not going to fix it. Now, if it isn't obvious, this car still needs a lot of work. And I have big ideas for most of it. Hey, I have headlights again, and 1 running light. That's pretty cool. As you know, I have some big plans for this car, and I'm certainly not giving up on them. It's just happening a little more slowly than some of us would like, myself included. Either way, even though it's very, very far from perfect, this is big progress for the car, and I'm pleased. Hope you guys are too. Next steps from here, well, we've been over a lot of them. I gotta get that wheel changed out. That's just terrible. Then I need to get the brakes bled and adjusted and functional. Then I need an exhaust system, and I've only just realized today I kind of just bought one. Well, that thing doesn't need it. I don't know how closely a slightly damaged F-body exhaust system comes to fitting on a Barracuda, but we're probably going to find out. Anyway, I'm fairly confident a factory turbo off of a Cummins 12 valve is all the exhaust system this car needs, so it's definitely surplus. Oh yeah, the stance is fixed. Looks awesome. Anyway, that's going to have to do it for this installment. I need to move it and put a bucket under the radiator, I guess. Also, it might have just run out of gas again, so that's good. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And remember, the new Barracuda, it's the common sense car.